Night Always Comes movie review. A review for this film. This one was nice. I liked this movie. I enjoyed it. It's I read somewhere somebody compared it to, like, it's sort of like Good Time, and I'm inclined to agree. This movie, it is similar to the movie Good Time, actually, very much so. And I was thinking, it has the vibe, because I feel like this movie, with the shots of the city, the city is sort of a character in itself. That's the sort of vibe I was getting. With Good Time, like, you really got a feel for the city, I feel, in that film, the immense city of New York. Like, the city played a key part, the setting. I feel like this film has that same highlight. Maybe that's just because there's a lot of downtown shots and stuff, maybe. Or you get a lot of overhead shots of the city as B-roll footage in between transitional scenes. Which, now I'm curious, what's that called in filming? That type of building of scenery. The building blocks of a story of a film, when we add in little cuts like this in the movie. But I like this. Sorry, I had a yawn there. I like this movie. I enjoyed it. I like that the brother, he has Down syndrome. He's got the Downs. I like that little fact about it, and I like the interaction that him and her, that he had with the guy in the car, Cody. This is a coworker of hers, but from what I'm getting, the vibe is they never actually. They were never close. They were never acquainted in any sort of way. They worked in the same establishment. They worked in the same area, but that was about it. Like, it was never. But she did know his name. And because he said, "I'm Cody," by the way. Because even he introduces himself, so that tells us, like, okay, they never talked, and maybe he started working there, perhaps. Maybe that too. And I'm guessing, like, I guess there was some vibe, because she's on the phone, she's like struggling. She sounds stressed out. Something's happening about money and whatnot. So I'm thinking, maybe this guy could offer her. Maybe this guy comes to the film because he could offer her a job or something, some sort of. But no, actually, there's nothing. The results later is that she was told by the boss that he has a criminal record, and so she just made the assumption. I like when, she said, "Hey, can you help me, like, break into my safe? It's my safe. I just forgot the code. I need the money. Can you help me break into my safe?" Basically, and I like when he says to her, like, so why would I know that? You're asking me to do this for it, but why me? Why would I know how to do this? What do you think? Right? Almost like maybe, are you profiling me? Like, what's the vibe? Like, what's the vibe here? That you're suddenly approaching me with this offer. We also know that he lives far out. He works, like, in downtown, or like in adjacent to, presumably so. Yet he lives far out. Actually, he says he lives far out from the what's it called? He lives far out from. Oh God, what was it called? From Portland proper. Probably not even in Portland. I work in Portland, but I don't live in Portland. I like when we go to meet, because we see this in the trailer, or not even the trailer, the cutscene that they play on Netflix for this film, and we see they go into what's it called? You go into, like, this sketch industrial area at nighttime. There's this dude that lives there. Now, when I saw the junkie guy that's there, I was thinking, my vibe was with the junkie guy that maybe he was just like a background person. We don't get any sort of dialogue with him, because there's films where they're like, because it looks like it's a den crack house type vibe. This place looks kind of dodgy and dingy. It looks gross. So I was thinking in the film, maybe when we come into contact with when we're in the scene, like, the mid-head honcho is that guy with the yellow hair, the blonde hair guy. Maybe that he was gonna be like he's the guy, like the dude. He says, like, "Oh, I got a job for you," and this will be the guy that he takes him to get the job done. But no, actually, he's like his loose affiliates. He just, I don't know. How does he know him? But I guess from his criminal days. That's how he knows this guy, and he does what he does. I like when the lady, when she's got to jump over the fence to escape, the one woman, because I guess they're drug addicts, and that's why they're there, because they need their fix. but like it's hell. And she runs after her, but it's not to chase her down. Not like the other guy was more loyal. The other drug addict, he was loyal to him. And so when she hit him in the head with something, he was pissed. Cause I guess he died. I guess she's a murderer, actually. Now that I think about it, she's a murderer. She killed somebody. Presumably so. She fucking killed somebody. I didn't just rob somebody tonight. I also killed somebody, bro. But what do you call? How do you call? What was I thinking of in my head? I was thinking of something. I don't quite recall right now what it was I was thinking about. What was going on? I was trying to find it all in my brain right now. All in my brain right now. I'm trying to find it all in my brain right now. What I'm trying to think about. I like the scene towards the end of the film with the ambience of the highway driving. I like movies that do this. I like that it sits for a while. It doesn't run the credits on this, actually. It just sits for a while. And because we know, like, I guess maybe if the viewer's paying attention to her car when she merges into the highway, you can see her as she drives off. And if you're from Portland, you will know, I guess, what direction. Perhaps you'll recognize something about it. Like, oh, she's driving northerly or southward direction. The mom doesn't want to live with her. They're gonna get money for a house, but the mom didn't show up to sign the co-assignment. She got a co-sign on the house and stuff, so the mom didn't show up for that. She said she bought a car. She bought a Mazda SUV. She said I drove by the dealer and they had Mazda Madness, so I got myself a new car. It's very nice. And she said I put a crazy down payment, I put 25. So basically, she used all the money for the house. She did it on purpose, right? She used, I think all the money for the house. She dumped it on the car. Boom, I put it on the car. So my monthly payment, I guess her remaining monthly balance is like practically nothing. I think she said she put 25. Actually, I put like 25. Or she's got to get. I think in this film, what does she have to get? She has to get 25. Actually, yeah, she's got to get $25,000. By what's it called? By tomorrow. And she fails to get so, which it kind of makes sense. Yeah, of course you're gonna fail to, like, yeah, but and we know she's an escort. She does escorting. She's actively escorting. I think she only got the one client though. That's the thing. She only has. Oh, I don't remember what his. I think his name was David. I don't remember what his name was. But it's the guy. I recognize that actor. Like, oh, it's that actor. I like when she tells him because she wants to ask him for money. And sort of false because this relationship, like the guy said, I pay you to give me a good time, I'm paying you to make me feel nice, drink with me, fuck me, not to give me your foul sob story. I want to know that you live at your house with your mom and your brother and you're struggling. I want to know that. He actually says that to her, like, I don't want to know that this is happening in your life. I pay you to have a good time. And they go to the room, and once the whole deed is done, he forgets his key fob. And I like this little fact. So the car that he was driving, it was his wife's car. This guy just got off the phone. I guess he was presumably talking to his wife, actually. Talking to the wife and with the kids. Like, oh, say good night to the kids for me and all that nonsense. All along, this guy is he's fucking some other woman behind the back all along. It's quite gross, actually, when you think about it. So it's kind of like, oh, that's pretty seedy. Oh, the wife's car. But then she makes up a good point, which is like, well, he's not gonna report it. He's not gonna report it because she was aware, I guess, that the car he's driving is his wife's car. So she's not going to. He can't report it, But I like this film. I liked it. I enjoyed it very much. I think that guy, the Down syndrome, I think he's from Peanut Butter Falcon. I don't know. But I believe he may be from that movie, actually. That actor. But yeah, this movie was nice. I liked it. That concludes my review.